Good morning and welcome to Daily Game Design. A couple cool things to share today. One of them is I actually thought it'd be kind of fun to go through the rejection email I got from John Zinzer. And I'm also considering a certain flavor of response. So I'll spend a couple minutes on that. But I feel like I've been making some progress with Party Wave in the last couple days, especially after a playtest with Randy. So yeah, so I want to talk through what I'm thinking with that, and then hopefully get back to Solar Smugglers, seeing if there's anything that game still lacks. Okay, but here's John Zinzer. This is the CEO of AEG. Hi, Scott. Happy New Year. Thank you for sending Sugar Shack back our way. We appreciate you taking the time to revisit the pitch and incorporate the feedback from last round. Like my staff, you realize that only some of my feedback is worthwhile. I think that's an unfortunate thing. I just thought about that again for a second there. And I doubt things would have been different if I don't know really exactly what he's talking about, but I think I tried to apply most of his feedback. Man, I'm getting attacked. Like, I just got a notification that somebody's trying to reset my Facebook account probably. So, and somebody was trying to do that with, I forget what, Google maybe recently too. Okay, the updated materials do a much better job highlighting the player experience. Praise the Lord. The tension around adapting to mayor cards that block locations while offering bonuses comes through clearly, and the core loop of placing workers, adjusting to the board, and building your engine feels more focused and easy to follow. Fantastic. After review, we're going to pass again as it does not fit our current catalog needs at this time. While the design is tighter and more clearly communicated, we cannot figure out a good place for it in our catalog at this time. We really appreciate the way you approach this follow-up and the progress you've made on the game. It's clear you're heading in a strong direction. Please keep us in mind for future games. You'll remember, there's some chance you'll remember, that I emailed them originally with Sugar Shack last year. I want to say it was while I was in China. So that would have been like May, June, I think. Anyway, so I was very impressed to get a response from John saying, okay, this seems kind of interesting. These are the issues I see with your pitch materials and perhaps the game itself. And anyway, feel free to pitch again, but wait until the new year. So I had that directive in mind, just wait, and I did. And you know what? Him telling me that actually gave me a kind of impetus. It was kind of a catalyst, because then I set a new goal. Okay, by early next year, I want to have a prototype that is much stronger. I want to have pitch materials that are much stronger. And that's exactly what happened. The game is not perfect. It's definitely not done. I mean, even since then, I'm experimenting with massive changes. In particular, abandoning the commitment to cards, everything being on cards. So right now, what I'm noticing is it's probably going to be better to have the game on a small board and have the location so that those locations aren't. So the formatting, I can get the formatting to a more consistent place. On the cards, it's just a fight for space. It's really just a fight for space. I could expand the cards, but then I'd be taking up really unnecessary room. So instead, what I'm experimenting with Oh, I also heard from. Oh, this was my response to Kate from Asmodee. So they're sending us a couple of games that we already got from David. And that's fine. Actually, what that means is that we get a couple more games for the raffle. So that's actually good news. Let's see. My response. Okay. I'm in the deep I am deep in the retreat planning cave and looking forward to having these games for our attendees to explore in 2 weekends. I need to let you know I'll be back. We run the retreat twice a year. More importantly, we have big plans to turn to nonprofit work, build community partnerships, and evangelize to non-gamers. We'd love to feature the Asmodee catalog as we build. So, every opportunity. This is something I'm realizing and wanting to remind my students. Like, every opportunity is an opportunity. Every interaction is an opportunity for persuasion. And it does. I don't want to just like reduce everything to just some transactional way of thinking, like or not transactional, but like manipulative. Like I need you to think the way I want you to think. I'm not suggesting that, but just recognizing that every situation is a rhetorical situation. In other words, it has to do with people's thinking, feeling, and understanding of the world. And so understanding that and then being able, at the right moment in the right situation, knowing how and when to pitch, like that's important. That's valuable. And so just being aware of it is a good starting point. Okay. So that was one thing. I do want to go back and at some point I'll reply with a focus on like, hey, I think I'm ready to help. And I think that's a key idea. So in the past year, I think some of the major areas I've grown in, because that was also a year where I got a lot of experience with rulebook writing. I had a lot of breakthroughs with various designs I've been working on for several years now. How crazy is that? But I think I'm getting a better sense of when a game is working, when it's not, when it is closer to being a full game, and when it's not. So that's like an audience consideration. I'm also, of course, understanding pitch materials better. So I'm getting a clear idea of framing and deciding on what's important and what matters, and all of that. Those are all elements of design too. I don't remember if I showed you, but these are the cards. Maybe I worked on this yesterday afternoon. I don't remember. But these are the updated cards. They look a little bit weird. They look busier in a way because I added the surfboards and because I added a name for the card. I like having dropped these down here, the bonuses. I also like going with the icon here, which just shows, it just shows that you're actually removing these dice from the board. So I think clear, probably still not like the target. That's in part because you can still take dice off of more than this shape. You can still take more dice off than are shown in this shape. And this is also not quite true because the surfboard doesn't have to be here. It can be anywhere in the wave, actually. Yeah, this is not good. I just realized that. This is not good. No, because you can make the shape however you want, and whenever, I'm sorry, you can make the shape wherever you want in the flow of like movement toward the shore. So I think what I'll do is just talk through some of the changes that I'm experimenting with here. And I keep coming back. So yesterday I was talking with Francisco, and we were definitely in brainstorming mode. And then I just started really trying to forefront a simple turn. Like, what is a simple setup, simple, simple flow from turn to turn, from catching a wave to finishing a wave. Just something really simple. And I know it's not going to get there. I don't think I'm going to get to like mass market simple, but I'm getting simpler. Or at least just by having that intention in mind, I think we'll do better. So here's Party Wave. I haven't updated the cards. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, it was really UI stuff that I updated. Okay, so I'm going to play... I'll play a 4-player game, and I'll show you what I'm thinking right now. Actually, let me do this. So, score check is number 1. Then roll. Roll dice. 3, place all of one value that is minus, equal, plus the offline. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, because that's very weird. Because I'm still sending stream to it, but it said it was offline. Okay. Yeah, that seemed kind of odd. Okay, so here we are. Value that is plus, that is minus. Oh, this needs to say minus 1 plus 1. The die closest to shore Oh, what I don't want is too many conditional things. So, for instance, this needs a scaling thing as well. So, for instance, I don't want too much of this. Have you caught a wave? Are you on the wave? Did you mark is your surfboard on the wave or is it not on the wave? Like, too many of those like situational things, those like branching, those tree branches and decisions. Or like, if this, then that. Like, too many of those kinds of recipes, I don't want. Okay, so I also got a late email from I got a late email from the lady I sent our direct to, what is it called? Direct to DTF, direct to fabric. The design, it didn't work out. She couldn't like download it. Oh, my fan wasn't on. Poor laptop. So let me write this really quick. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, okay. So what I'm hoping to do here is cut out steps in the teach and steps in the turn/round. Because I really don't want players to deal with like, well, what's this moment exactly? Is this, is this where I have to score something or I could score something? Or is this where I have to keep rolling or I can stop? Is this where I have to remember that one special little rule because this is happening or not? I don't want that effect. So what I'm trying to do is come up with some really just a simple algorithm for players to run through every turn. And that's what I was brainstorming over here. So score check. What is a score check? That just asks, can you score something right now? You can score two things in this game. Either you can score a card or you can score the shore dice. So score check. That will be at the very beginning of your turn. So I should probably put... No, that's fine. Score check. Okay, roll your dice. Whatever dice you have available. So I should probably change that. Roll available dice. Place all of one value that is +1 equal to or -1 equal to or +1 the die closest, your die closest to shore. Oh no. Yeah, I feel like there are too many of these little things because what I just realized is actually no. That's not the thing. Because here, let me run through some turns. Okay, we'll start with yellow. Let's just say all these players rolled these dice. So these are the dice they have to work with. Okay. Place, score check, nothing to score. Roll available dice and just roll all these dice. Place all of one value that is -1 equal to or +1 your die closest to shore. Well, there is no die closest to shore. So there's already one of these situations where it's like a special case. And I don't like that. I don't want many special cases. So I guess here is like a necessary branch. So far, it's necessary. So what it looks like is I need to have... Yeah, this is horrible. I'm just going to write this on a card and see how it goes. Okay, grab some text. Oh. Okay, so number one is, what did I say? One is score check. And so this would be score a public... What the heck? Score a public or private skill. Public. Pubic. Public is take points, discard card. Private, take points, add card to skill to pile, personal pile. Okay. All right, so that's the very first step. Score check. Score a public or private skill, or that's the first question. Score a wave. Score shore. Score end of wave. And what is that? If mark die with board, score card if possible, score points equal to last placed die and shore die equal to sum of and shore die. You know what? What if I... No. I think score check. Pick one. I think that's it. I think if you don't score your card before the end of the wave, I think you don't get it. Does that mean? It's another type of pressure. Because I don't want to add this step when they're oh, this is much simpler. Oh, this is much simpler. I would just have to add a line that clarifies. I think that's it. Interesting. Take points, discard, or private, score private. Private skill, which is take points. Score check, score public skill, score private skill, score end of wave. You only get to do one of those things. Pick one per turn. Ouch. Wow. Roll available dice. Like, that's kind of nasty, actually. I kind of really like that. Because it'll cut down on the steps. It'll also add more pressure to, like, slow down a little bit. Focus on waves or focus on getting to shore. It'll be kind of hard to do both. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, roll available dice. What I was thinking, like, what do you do? What is the surfboard for now? Oh, what is this? It is my turn on Beyond the Sun. Keep in mind that Beyond the Sun was partly was an offered aspects of inspiration. I am getting smoked, which I'm not surprised by, honestly. But at the same time, my production is pretty good. It's pretty good. What can I do with research last level on one production track? What is that? Oh, that's to clear out one of these. Yeah. Research your first level 4. Colonize 4 systems. That's going to be a stretch. Have 4 more power in 3 locations. That could be kind of interesting. I do not like this implementation in that these cards are really hard to see. And so I feel like I have to like check each one. I think I was prepping for... Oh, I know what it was. Level 3. Oh, wow, that's a nice one. Where did she get the ability to research level 3? Oh, wait, who is that? So Megan has this one. How is... Oh, just the expensive one, I guess. Wait. Where? I have a feeling I'm going to need a bunch of ore pretty soon. Okay, cool. Who's getting ready to clear out here? Is he's gone pretty soon. So he's going to get another card. I have a feeling Megan is going to come in and take one of these. Oh, they're both actually. They're both going to colonize pretty soon. Okay, score check. Roll available dice. Actually, okay. Starting a wave. Of one value of dice. Place the first one in a row in the associated row. I know that would not make sense to a player, but it makes sense to me for now. Towards shore. Okay, so continuing a wave. Yeah, I don't love this. surfboard, place a take all dice of any value. Let me put any value and place them moving. Place them one at a time, moving toward shore. Starting from no surfboard. Take all dice of value -1 equal to moving towards shore. Take points, discard card. Take points, recall dice. Actually, it's place board is really what it is. I think. Okay, so dropping a few frames. Yeah, this looks bad, right? Place board, surfboard. We're going with, I always forget, one word or two words. Place surfboard. Mark closest. No, wait a minute. Take points, recall dice. Behind surfboard. Discard card. Take points. Recall dice behind. And add to personal pile. Okay. And recall dice. Uh-oh. Yeah, look at all this text. Like, this is not good. This is not good. Recall dice. Start a new actually, maybe this is not so bad. Roll available dice, starting a wave. I think Huh. Hmm. Because I guess one thing I could do. Yeah, this whole business of starting a wave is tough to explain. But it's not horrible. It's not terrible, but I don't love it. Starting from the surfboard, take all dice of any value and place them one at a time, moving toward shore. Starting from no surfboard, take all dice of value -1 equal to or +1 the die closest to shore and place them moving toward shore. If you placed only one die in this way, you may repeat step 2. Otherwise, step 2, roll available dice. Otherwise, mark the die closest and end your turn. Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is not great. Okay, so starting a wave, take all of. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, hey there, Francisco. Welcome. I'm trying to finish up some details here and then get back to solar smugglers, but I'm just getting too sucked into these little rule ideas. It just sounds like it looks like a lot of text and it sounds kind of complicated. I don't really like the decision tree stuff that's happening. It's how it goes. Okay, so score check, roll available dice, and place at least one die. Okay. Starting wave, take all of one value of dice, place the first one in the associated row. I know that doesn't make any sense. Continue placing dice moving toward shore. With remaining dice, placing, moving toward shore. Okay, continuing a wave, starting from surfboard. I think okay. Oh, wait a minute. There might be a chance to consolidate here just a little bit. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, never mind. I was excited for
It
1
looks like
second.
your Wi-Fi name or password
Whoa.
has changed. To update your Wi-Fi information, go to the Alexa app.
Thank you, Alexa. Okay. Well, this is what turns are looking like right now. And then I'll do one of these, and then I'll shift over to Solar Smugglers for a little while. Okay. So yellow rolls, and yellow is considering. Yikes! Wait. Are you saying you're at 37 for your simple dungeon crawling dice game? Is that what you're saying? Uh-oh, Francisco. The thing is, that is such an obstacle. Like, I think we seriously underestimate the obstacle of a rulebook, and there's no way. Like, I would not play that game. I just would not do it. And I know there are people with a bigger stomach for rules than me. I may not be your audience, but I would not I would not suffer through 37 pages. I just wouldn't do it. And I think there are people who are a lot more sensitive to reading through rules than me. I would not do that. I want to scare you away from that number as much as I possibly can, because there's no way. There's no way. For a small dungeon crawling game, no way. It's just dice and cards? No way. No way. Unless you can show in the market that that's a fairly common thing. Is that a thing? Are most, like, what's the size of one deck dungeon? What's the size of one deck dungeon? I mean the rulebook. Did I miss it? Files. Rogue dungeon. I don't think I know Rogue dungeon. Oh wait, Rogue. That's the one that's on BGG, right? Rogue something. This is on page 25, so it is up there. I wonder if these are the actual like publisher rules or if these are fan-made rules. Dealing with some instability over here. I'm gonna look for that game that I was thinking of. I played it with my friend Daniel on BGA before. I think it was Rogue. Is it this one? Mini Rogue? No. This one was really cool. And I think it was like 3x3 grid. And I think it was a 3x3 grid. English rules. Let's have a look. Okay, there's 25 pages of rules here. And what? Campaign episode 1? How could the rulebook end on campaign episode 1? And it's an incomplete page. Okay, so this is not the full rulebook, I guess. Okay, variants, 2-player cooperative. Okay, end of the game. So the rules for the base game are right here. So it's like 21 pages. I mean, some of this is just reference stuff. I mean, iconography stuff. So it's not like actually reading rules. Good question. Page size. I have no idea. The font. Would the font give us a hint? I don't know. What's the page size? Can you tell? No, I don't know how to tell. Okay, here's one deck dungeon. Oh, you're up to 36. So there's good news there for one deck dungeon. This one I feel is similar to the weight of your game. Although I haven't played in a long time. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm way off. Okay, I'm not familiar with Rogue Dungeon. What is Rogue Dungeon? Rogue Dungeon board game. What's that? What do you want in the? What do you want me to put in the chat? You want this? You want this game, Mini Rogue, or you want One Deck Dungeon? I guess I'll just put everything. Oh, it's too long. Where did this come from? Yeah, this one is like flip a card, roll some dice. There's a really clever thing about like going through the I think it's time, and you just discard cards or something like that. Or I think that was this one. Let me. There's this one, and then there's this one. Okay, I do want to get back to Solar Smugglers. Okay. Oh, I was wrong. I don't know what Megan is up to over here. She's sneaking around for something. Then jump 2. They both have a level 3. Oh, shoot. Darren has 2 level 3s, so I need to get moving here. Can I afford a level 3 is the question. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is definitely better. And then this will make colonizing much cheaper, so that's good news. And then take that. This is such a cool game. Like, just the tension, like the mystery, the uncertainty of flipping over cards, and what are they up to? What are they going to upgrade next? What's available on the board that I haven't gotten to yet and I need to quickly? There's a lot to consider, and it's such a cool game. Okay, well, I never took the turns I was going to. I will now. Okay. So I think yellow's gonna focus on, let me change colors. So I think yellow is gonna focus on shapes, like finishing shapes. So let's have yellow start way back here, right in the middle. And here's the rule that I am tweaking. I just okay, one deck dungeon is the same paper size as yours. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you only place one die, you may continue. Oh. Let's go 3 6s. So what happens now is they're going to build this shape and then end their turn. So the design is moving in the way of everybody is getting in each other's way. It's also like, I think I'm going to start with this 4 in here. And then since I placed only one, I get to go again. So I could place these 2 4s actually, or go up to a 5 and roll again. See? This is a good, I like this tension already. I either place these 2 4s and make pretty good progress, or I place a 5 and roll again. What shape do I want to make? Should I go squeeze yellow or head the other way? I think I'm going to head the other way for red. This is so selfish to like, or it's very much a push your luck thing because I could have placed the 2 4s. You know what? Actually, I'm going to place the 2 4s. Just bank that progress. And my turn. Okay, and purple has rolled these dice. So purple can only place these 2 3s. And that's all they can do, and their turn is over. They could have changed one of the dice to a 5, but I think they're going to keep their cards. See, everybody's like jockeying now, which I very much appreciate. Okay, and then let's place these. Ooh. Should I place 1 3? I think I will. And roll again. Okay. All right, so that's unfortunate. You know what, though? This is kind of interesting. I think, so this is technically falling off the wave unless they spend this card, but it's so early that I think they're just going to take their point and start another wave next time. No, that's probably a really bad idea. I don't know. Blue might be able to catch up, though. That's part of the thrill. Okay, so since we're starting from this board, so I think a 5 is actually better in this case, and because I placed only 1 die. So here's the choice. Oh, wait. What am I doing? So I think I'm going to place 1. Ooh, yeah. This is actually working. So, because here's the risk. It is a 5. So I have 2 6s, and the cards are not worth that much, actually. So here's what I missed. So, and it's just that I'm not used to this. That's all. So my choice is I do a score check, actually, and I decide whether or not I want to score one of my cards. It's a pretty high. Now, instead of scoring the lowest die that you pull off, it's scoring the highest. So this would actually be worth 6 points. And 6 points is pretty good. And what that would do is it would give me more dice to work with to try to speed down past purple. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to score 6. Flip this card and take a 3. Okay, I like that. Now that I've done the score check, now I roll dice. So scoring dice happens at the start. Scoring cards happens at the start of your turn, rather than when you mark dice. Rather than when you end your turn and then potentially score a card by checking the dice behind the surfboard. I think this is a very helpful development because it was difficult for players. It was difficult for players to understand that the surfboard was not included when they did their like shape check, like the card. And I think starting your turn and the surfboard is sitting there and then the dice behind it are either making the shape or they're not, I think it's just a clearer system. Okay, now they roll. I forget. Did I roll already? Maybe. Okay, so I have 2 4s. I have a 3, and I could roll again. Or I place these 2 4s. Do I get into purple's way? Or am I making another shape? I think I'll make another shape, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And since I placed 2 dice, then I mark this die with my surfboard and end my turn. Okay, red. No ability to score anything. They'll place the 3 here. What shape are they making? I think they're making this shape. Yes. And I can continue. I think I will. Okay, that worked out. All right, so now I'm going to use this die and cruise this way. Do I roll this last one? Because it needs to be a 1, 2, or 3. So I have 50% chance that I'm going to score big. You know what? Red's going to go for it. 50% chance. Let's go red. Okay, red did not make it. Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait, so red falls off the wave and scores 5 points, and that's it. They cannot score this card because he pushed. Yes, like that was good. That was a good moment. 50% chance, and you failed. Too bad. The risk was high. This person should not have pushed like that. So that's exactly the moment I'm looking for. That was amazing. That would sting, but that's a consequence of pushing your luck. They would have gotten a massive score off of this card, but they didn't. They got 5 points and they reset and go again. That was awesome. I also think this is a much better how to say that? The model of because what I was thinking is everybody just gets one turn, but no, that's the pace is off there. Like that's not exciting. So at first I thought if you place 2 or more dice, you get to roll again. But that gives a player who gets lucky, that gives them a crazy advantage moving down the wave. So instead of that rule, it's if you place one die, you get to roll again. That's way better. That's way better. Because now every roll, now you have more rolls you have to get through in order to get to the shore. And you're the pushing your luck intensity is, it just ramps up. And that's amazing. So that's awesome. You can still get really unlucky, and it's really sad. That's what happened to blue. But okay, I'll place this 4. What shape are they going for? They have to go this way. So we got some more storms coming in. That's what I've heard. Okay, another 4. Now, if we push, we can get all the way to one of these shore dice. But that risks losing the ability to score this pattern here. The other way to go about doing this is to literally just like mark your die, end your turn, roll, place one die, mark it, end your turn, and then you can work your way down the wave like that. You could, but it's extremely slow, like wildly slow. And so you just have other people who are going to be flying in and like scooping up points from the shore dice. So I'm just excited. Francisco, you can see I'm excited. I know you're excited about your rule book. I get it. You want people to understand what's coming. I'm excited for you too. Let's see if we can't trim down that word count though. Oh man, cool. I know I'm just over an hour, but I think I will transition. Actually, we want blue to have a turn. We want blue to have a chance. Wait, is purple rolling again or no? I think so. They've got a good chance of a 2, 3, or 4. And there's a 3, 4, or 5. Okay, now the question is, do they stop? I think they do. Because now they're just hoping for a decent die roll off of this one, and they have the ability to change it to a 5 if they need to. Okay, blue. Oh, interesting. Because they've got these 2s. But that's going to be their whole turn. But I do think they have this priority of catching up. But anyway, they're going to mark the die and end their turn. Okay, yellow. Placing the 5. The 5 is definitely better than the 6, which is good. But it also still means, oh wait, it's not better necessarily because there's already a 6 in here. Now, do they push? Are they going to push? What does yellow have? Yellow has the ability to make a 3 if they need to. So yes, yellow is going to push. And they made it no matter whether that's a 4 or 5. Oh. No. They're going to stop. I forgot about this. Okay, so the score check rule is you score at the start of your turn, but you can only score one thing. So this is really going to slow down purple and yellow. And what I think is going well here is like there's a lot of tension, so yellow's gonna get 6 points for this. Actually, they're gonna get 8 points. So this is a good skill to slow down on. However, the risk is that other players, like once you have to slow down and mark your thing and your turn's over, then you're waiting pretty engaged on other players' turns because they're gonna scoop your points. And that I think is actually, even though like taking one action I thought was a little bit sad, or it's not necessarily one action, but these rules that slow players down, I thought would be kind of sad, and they are sad, but I think they dial up the tension because now yellow is stuck for one turn. Like no, I know I need to solve. I need to score this because it's good points, but I really want to get in here before purple or blue, because purple is most definitely going to go here, and blue is going to have a chance to go here. So yellow is starting to lose the opportunity to get their points. So but they are going to mark. Okay, purple actually, you know what? Purple has to score. So purple is also going to slow down and score 4. So this is a 4-6. This is a 6 die. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Actually, yes, this still works. Okay, so they need to get their 6 points. All right, now they drop a 6 here, and now they end their turn. So that's it. So at the start of their next turn, you'll see what happens. Let's just go through it. Okay, so blue. Is blue being a little cheeky? Oh, you know what? Let's just go with a 3 for now. Because at least he gets the opportunity to end the wave with a 4, and he gets it. So, and now yellow is stuck. And what this means, so I'm actually thinking to have a harsher rule. So but anyway, first they're going to score this card. So it's actually not all bad news. They're going to get 8 points off that card. So that's 6 right now, so 14. These come off. And yellow has no legal place to go, so yellow. How am I doing this? Do I want players to be mean? That's the question. I don't love it, but at the same time, yellow had their choice. They could have skipped getting those points and gotten bigger points on the shore. That was yellow's choice. So yellow falls off the wave. They don't score end of wave. But is that a loss of a turn? No, it's not a loss of a turn. They just start a new wave. Oh, wait a minute. Look at all these 2s. I think yellow's just kind of frustrated right now and just wants to finish a wave. So they'll end like that. Okay, now red is starting another wave. Start with a 3 or a 4? A 3, I think. Okay, and there is an opportunity to make this shade. Actually, 4 gives a little more time. Oh, look at all these 3s. 1, 2. This is. I feel like this is actually going pretty well. Like also, though, it also assumes that there are going to be. This is a 4-player game, so like the way that this is working out, means wait, what happened to all of purple's dice? I feel like that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, I think this weather is gonna knock me out. Okay, what is keeping this game from being accessible? That's a big question I have now. Because I know my friend, I played a version of this with him Saturday night. He said this is so complicated. So, I already know there are too many rules right now for like the mass market. Guaranteed too many rules. But is there something I could do to simplify? Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting this back. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream before it just gets really, really irritating. Um, stuttering or whatever it is you see. I actually don't know how it works, like how bad it can get. I've seen it jump before. Like there's like definitely a drop in the content. Some seconds of whatever. But okay, I feel like this has been pretty productive. So, oh, interesting. It just cut it off. Yeah, okay, so that's it for me. Bye bye for now.